G'day guys, welcome to Reconnecting the Party, episode 18 with the JD Clan. I'm your host this week, MDL513, and joining me we have Big Dan.
Hey,
Bit of
that was my awesome
enthusiasm.
entrance. That was my awesome
That was
entrance.
the
I can do
awesome
it
message.
again if you want.
Alright, let's do it again. And we have Big Dan.
Hey, that's a bit better.
Alright, cool. We also have our friend from Germany, Jojo Monovan. Either name will
Hello.
do. Hi.
Hi.
Alrighty. It's a bit of a skeleton crew this week. Everyone else is dead. I went on a rampage and killed everyone.
Um, I did. I
Rampage.
killed them.
Oh, you killed them.
I went angry German mode, and yeah, I'm sorry.
Heil
I
Hitler! Right.
Jeez. This is going to be
Okay.
very dark this week.
It's a good start to the podcast, I think. All right, so it's just going to be our audio this week. Actually, I'm not going to have any video. I might put some of our gameplay up from last night. Um, so anyway, we'll start with our week in game. Joe, what have you been doing? What do you play actually? What are you
I
into?
I played Skyrim. I
Skyrim.
started I started the Dawnguard quest because I've never done that.
I've never done it either.
What? Are you serious?
Never. I don't have
I've done it
any of
like
the
3
expansions, man.
times.
No expansions at all.
Oh man, you're missing out on so much.
Probably.
I've played Dragonborn, but Dawnguard not yet. So
Oh,
now I'm stuck with Serana.
No, wait. So
Let's see how that goes.
Dawnguard's
she's
the
annoying.
vampire one, right?
Yeah, it was the
What's
first
yeah?
DLC.
What's Dragonborn?
That's the
The
newest, basically.
Yeah, what's it about?
it's
Uh,
about another dragonborn that
yeah, the first
was
Dragonborn,
frozen in time
Mirak.
in the books or something like that. Whatever it was, frozen in time, and he wants to kill you or some shit like that. And
Yeah,
then you
you
Oh,
kill
you
him.
go to an island in Morrowind, to Solstein.
cool.
Pretty
Yeah,
much. It's just a lot of
very
kill.
cool.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah, so I started with Dawnguard and now stuck with Serana. And I've only heard bad things about her, so
Yeah, I've only heard bad things about her too.
and I don't particularly like followers anyway, so I'll see.
The only follower I ever liked, like I got that first one from
Mm,
Windrun, is it?
Lydia.
Oh,
Lydia,
fucking
yeah.
destroyed her face. She annoyed me so much.
I sacrificed her in the Daedric god place.
Oh yeah, she annoyed the crap out of me. No, my favorite follower, the only one I stuck with, apart from the dog, is that big butch lady. What's her name?
I don't know.
Oh, I can't remember what. Like,
Does it start with the M?
yeah,
Yeah, I know which one.
like
I
a
can't
silent
pronounce the
M, like
name though.
Mignola or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
Y'all?
lioness or whatever her name
yeah,
is.
the lioness.
Y'all? Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
cool.
her.
I've got to kit it out in full dragon, heavy dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, I only like the followers that I can conjure and that disappear after a while. So
I got a dog from Dawn Guard.
Is it
Armored
yeah.
dog. That's about it.
is it better than that stupid shaggy dog down near
Hell yeah, it is.
Falkreath?
Reminds me of my dog back home.
Oh, so it's like a husky kind of dog.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's cool.
big old Zeus.
Hell yeah. Oh,
uh,
he's getting old now.
hmm. Oh, he's ancient. So just Skyrim?
No, I'm addicted to Cube World, so
Cute world,
I've played
man.
that a lot.
Oh, that game is nuts. You explain it to people, because I'll probably have up in the background while we're talking. So might as
Yeah,
well
Cube
explain what's
World.
happening in the background.
It's a voxel-based exploration RPG, and it looks a bit like Minecraft.
Mm.
There was a lot of
Cubes
big
everywhere,
words there.
and
Okay,
yeah,
voxel based is cubes pretty much. Everything's made out of cubes,
Like Minecraft.
like Minecraft. But
Okay.
Minecraft, everything's a identical cube. Everything's the exact same size cube. Voxel based is just where it's just cubes. They don't have to
yeah,
be the
Instead
same
of
size cube.
polygons.
all the
Yeah, instead
cubes
of
in
polygons,
Minecraft.
it's all cubes. So you don't ever have smooth edges. Or if you do have a smooth edge, you'd zoom in up on it, and it'd actually be just lots and lots of little cubes, just made into a smooth edge. But yeah, so that's
Yeah.
voxel. What else did you say? Open world. Everyone knows what that means.
Exploration RPG. So
Exploration. Yeah.
you just walk around and explore the world.
Mhm.
Do quests
An
and
RPG means there are a few quests you can do.
but
So if
it
you
is
walk
in
around, you
alpha.
might. Yeah, yeah, it is an alpha.
There'll
So,
probably be a lot more quests coming into it.
Yeah.
oh, hopefully.
But my god, that game is fun.
They do want to add more quests. Currently, it's only available for Windows, but they want to make a Mac version and also console versions. So,
I reckon I'd play pretty damn good on a console.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Because you've only got like your hotbar down the bottom to do stuff with, and like it'd be so much easier to navigate around with a console. I reckon with the joysticks. Um, oh, it could, maybe because you kind of have to click on the enemies you want to shoot, don't you? Or at least I do.
You just have
It's
to aim
action
at them.
combat, so yeah.
Yeah, I
I
don't
just
know.
have to aim and then mash
It's
buttons.
very MMO-esque in my opinion.
Yeah,
It's very much like an MMO, like the movement
they
style, the
they
game
they
style.
even want to make a massively multiplayer server
Mm.
That'll be
in the
pretty
future.
cool.
So,
Yeah, at the moment it's only up to 4-player co-op, I think,
mm-hmm. Yeah,
and no
private
friendly
servers.
fire.
Yeah, and they want to make a like PvP servers or game modes or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, multiple classes.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah. I'm sorry if you heard that. That was my phone.
Was it in German?
No, that was
It
a
sounded like screeching from a bat.
it was a Nazgul cry.
Oh,
There you
that's
was Scrooge.
That's
Definitely
that's my
German.
phone. So yeah, the world is infinite. You have different zones and different landscapes. So one zone might be Greenlands, and then you have another zone that's a desert or a jungle or an ocean and things like that. And they want to add more of those landscapes.
Like more diversity.
Yeah, like undead lands or swamp lands.
Cool.
Pretty
that'll be
cool.
pretty cool. That
And
would.
and I'll see if I can remember them all. There's multiple races. There's human, elf, dwarf, frog, lizard, orc. Is that it? Did I miss one?
Goblins and undead
Goblins and
Yeah.
undead.
and
That's right.
elves. Did you say elves?
Yeah, I said elves.
Elves.
I'm
So
so
yeah,
glad I didn't go on undead. I was planning on going on undead, and then I decided to go the lizard man. And when we got to those undead last night, I'm like, these guys are fucking ugly. Oh,
What and the lizard guy isn't.
the lizard guy's a beast, man. He's got women swooning after
Oh no, that's the dwarf, you fool. The dwarf mage that wears pink and purple.
him. He's got the men swooning after him.
Jeez, you always put me down, don't you?
Oh, that's my job.
Uh, anyway,
Oh, cube world, man.
yeah, you have 4 classes: the warrior, ranger, mage, and rogue.
hmm
And you have a
Each
skill tree,
each
and
class has 2 different things they can go to.
yeah, 2 different specializations.
That's a good
like
word
I
for
can
it.
go a water mage or a fire mage.
Yep.
I can go. I don't even know what mine. I'm a ranger. Mine's like you can be a sneaky ass ranger or a
You can
balls
be a
out
sniper
ranger.
or a scout,
There you go. You know more than
and
me.
the rogue can be an assassin or a ninja.
Which one are you?
Ninja.
I was an assassin, but I switched to ninja
Ninja.
Hell
because I
yeah.
can throw shuriken. Yeah.
Boom. If you
Boy.
like ninjas, you should get onto Warframe. That's just like an army of alien ninjas. That's all that game's about.
Wow. Yeah, and the warrior has berserker and guardian.
Oh,
It's
okay.
basically DPS and tank.
Yeah.
But yeah, so open world. There's lots of crafting and stuff involved too.
Yep. And yeah, quests. You can find dungeons or like um a valley or a mountain region range thing, and a quest will pop up that says defeat the ruler of this area.
And wow, we had luck with those rulers. They
Yep.
beat the
Wins
crap out
luck.
of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God. Oh yeah, very, 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 very hard game.
Yeah.
Only for you guys.
Especially in the
It was
beginning.
too
It
easy
gets
for me.
it gets easier later on,
Lots of
actually.
grinding. Oh,
Oh, and you can have pets. You can tame most of the monsters that walk around if you find a pet food for it.
so
And you
And
all
can
those
get
pets you gave
boats.
us, you tamed them from the
yeah,
wild.
I found a pet food and looked up what kind of pet it is for, and then I tamed it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, boats.
Yeah, there are boats and hang gliders. Boats are very good if you find an ocean. Yeah,
Yep. You do
those are
have to get
pretty.
your skill. You have to get your swimming and your climbing skills up to be able to use those two. Is it
Yeah,
climbing?
exactly. Yeah,
Yep. So you got to get.
climbing for the hang glider and swimming for the boat.
Yep. So you get to level 5 in those two, and then you unlock the ability to be use a hang glider or a boat.
Yeah, the same if you want to ride your pet.
Oh,
If you
yep, that
want
too.
to mount your pet,
Yeah. I got to
you can
ride my
travel
little
faster.
snow stalker. He was awesome fun.
And you can make all those skills like faster. You can make your pet go faster, the boat go faster, or the hang glider fly faster.
Just from putting up the skills.
Yeah, putting skill points into it.
Nice.
Hmm.
What else did you get up to? Is that about it?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much, huh? Well,
I probably played some Rift or Lotro in between, but nothing worth mentioning.
I tried Rift,
Oh, you
and
did.
I did try Rift before I decided to bomb my computer off, and I decided I really don't like Rift.
Aw, shame.
it's like
Confusing.
complete MMO trash. Like 1,000
Oh.
interfaces all over the screen with shit going on everywhere. It's just like, yeah, let's go play some Dota.
You're not much of an MMO player though.
The only MMO, like legit MMO apart from RuneScape that I've played is Lotro. And the only reason I think I really enjoyed that game was because of the lore and the story and everything, not so much because of the style of game.
Hmm.
I'm not so much into the whole click on a mob and then just spam buttons until said mob dies.
Yeah.
It's boring. Which is also why I stopped playing RuneScape, because that's what that's become.
That's
It has. It used to be pretty cool.
It used to be click on the mob and then sit back and have a drink.
Oh yeah. Or
Now it's
just
click on
kill
a
a
mob and
boy.
spam the keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. So apart from attempting Rift, I I reloaded my computer this week, so I wiped it clean, and then I had to reinstall everything. So I've been pretty poor on the games department. Um, Essentially,
Later.
all I've done this week is play that little bit of Rift, a shitload of Dota, because that's the first game I downloaded. um, Improving on that, switching out to new characters. Tried a lot of Nature's Prophet and Tide Hunter, which is a Tide Hunter's just a melee kind of stun person. He's good for stunning people and tanking and crowd control. Um, and then I played some Torchlight the other night when everyone deserted me and I was bored. So I just
I
chilled.
Oh.
downloaded it to play with you, but you were like, no, 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 let's go play Cube World. And then we got into Cube World, and that was really fun. And then you just
Yeah,
didn't want
and then I was gonna say last night this is actually a day late, this podcast, because none of the crew showed up, and I've tried contacting them all today and they're all still dead, so we've decided to go on ahead without them. Um, but yeah, so last night while we're waiting for them, we got convinced to download this Cube World game, and then got stuck playing it for the next 6.5 hours.
You are welcome.
to.
Oh, Cube World, man, that's where it's at.
I don't even know why I'm so addicted to it.
It is really
I
fun.
mean,
It's
It's
there's
got that
really
there's not.
certain charm to it.
Yeah, it's got the MMO model, which is why I didn't think I'd like it that much. Because when I got into it, I'm just like, Hmm. But then, oh, it's so addicting.
But it does seem like something you have to play with friends to get
Yeah,
the
I'd be
most
bored out of
experience.
my brain doing it by myself. I wouldn't
Like,
even know what to do.
it was a lot fun playing with friends and
Yep.
stuff.
What about you, G?
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Oh, okay. I've re-downloaded Fallout New Vegas and I just modded the shit out of it with lore-friendly mods. And I've been playing that through again, um, for the 15th hundred times. Um, and I played a lot of Skyrim as well, and a lot of Dota.
Oh, that's true. I've played Skyrim, didn't I?
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, after I reinstalled my computer and everything, I downloaded Skyrim and did some streaming.
Hell yeah, you did. That's what got me into it, and then I had to re-download it.
You're welcome.
And I got some pretty cool mods on there. Frostfall mod and the realism mod. So now
Total
there is
realism.
yeah, total realism. So if you don't have them, go download them now, unless you're a bitch.
You have to download them through the Nexus mod manager though, not through
Yeah, oh, no,
Steam Workshop.
Frostfall you can get through Steam, but I think the realism one.
Frostfall's the one that makes everything look like you're covered in snow, right?
No, Frostfall is the one that puts in. You can make your own campfire and build your own tents, and you have
What?
to
That's on
stay
Steam?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
you have to like stay in cover or your and keep warm and wear different clothing to keep warm. Certain
Shit.
clothing.
I may have just
Well,
opened up Skyrim.
oh no, Goose, you're gonna lag it
No, exit Skyrim.
out.
You must not play while
But yeah, it's a really
podcasting.
fun mod if you are into the whole immersion, maybe some role playing and stuff
Yeah,
like
so
that. So
so
it's
my
pretty
plan
fun.
with Frostfall, with my
Yeah.
stream, once I get it going again, because at the moment, I think at the end of my stream, which went for like 4 or 5 hours, it was just non-stop walking. I ended up being completely wanted in Whiterun,
Uh,
like level 1 with like 1,000 and something bounty in there just for killing everyone I came across. I started walking down towards is it Falkreath, that place down the bottom?
yeah,
And I was just
the
looking
Mhm.
for that and ended up near Markarth somehow. I was like, the fuck? So I ended up walking all the way back down to Falkreath. Just got there, walked into the inn, went to sleep, and that's where I got off. So my plan for this mod is to go out into the world, down there or down near Riften. I'm thinking Riften
yeah.
because I like that area better. It's nicer down there. And just live in the wilds. Get a camp going, get a tannery going, kill me
Uh,
some deer, make some leather armor,
or
do
you need to get
everything, live off the land.
the hunter born to hunt the deers and stuff. If you
Yeah,
don't
man.
have that,
I'll be getting
and then you
that.
Hunter
can also
born.
hunt. Yeah, and then let's just say you can skin the animal and then get all meat out of it, but not normal manual looting. You have to like do it all yourself, sort
Yeah,
of
and they like
prep
Wow.
it, or
you,
you can drag it back to your camp and do it by the
you get that
fire.
one
It's
where you get
cool.
the wood axe and you got to go collect wood and then bring
Yeah,
it back to your camp. Oh god.
you have to dry your
It
clothes at
is
the camp
literally
and
like
do this.
living in another
Yeah,
world.
that's what I do,
Wow.
and I move around from town to town, camping outside of them, and then going and doing quests for them, and then when my job there is done, I move on to the next town and camp at the next town.
I wish I had your amount of time to play that game, man.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
I'm saying that you two have a lot of free time compared to me. That's all. That's all.
We
Settle
just
down.
make free time for ourselves.
You mean you don't work?
I work. I even got to work early tomorrow, which is
Oh,
why I can't even stay up past a certain time.
one day a week, buddy.
One day a week, my ass. I worked today and yesterday and the day before and Monday.
Anyway, okay, shut up. Stop arguing.
Yeah.
What else
Yeah.
you done?
Okay, Skyrim, Fallout, I played a lot of Dota, a lot of it today as well. Played 5 games today, and I lost
You
one
had a
of them
pretty
though.
good one at the end there.
Yeah, I had a really good one. It was we're losing. They had destroyed all our barracks, and we thought we were going to lose, and our team was pretty much giving up because they had like 10 deaths with 1 kill each, and I was on like 7
Uh,
kills with 1 death.
I
So
love how
then
you
I
said
pulled it
that.
back.
We lost
What?
all our barracks, precious.
Hell yeah, we did. And so then I pulled it back and I got an ultra kill on him. And then while they were all dead, I pushed back, and then our team suddenly got all the courage to help me out instead of just waiting to lose. And we actually ended up pulling it back and winning, and I ended up with a full build at the end and just shredding them. So
Nice.
I think I did well then. Yes,
Indeed you did, sir.
indeed. And what else have I done? I played Cube World as well last night.
No way, really?
No,
Really?
just
That's
joking.
crazy. What's this? What are you talking about, man? I don't
And I
even know what
played
game you're talking.
Warframe, a lot of Warframe as well. And I downloaded Torchlight 2 to play with Jace, but
You
didn't want to
downloaded
play.
that last night and we played
No,
keyboard.
no, no,
Settle
there's no
down.
excuses, Jason. You had all day today.
I was working, you bitch.
Oh, bullshit, you were working, Jace. You're on Skype. I saw you go on Steam and I saw you go into that game,
What game?
Dota.
Yeah, right. If I was on Dota, I'd be like fired, man. I feel like downloading it on my computer at work. I feel like when it's boring.
Well, you
Um,
should get your boss into it and
the
then
problem
he'd
with
let you play it at work.
the
Because
problem with Dota though is you can't really pause it when you've got a customer or
yeah,
someone on the phone.
but you just have to make everyone else wait. They'll get over
Yeah, it's just like just give me 45 minutes while I win this game. Fucking
it.
idiots, shut up! Why aren't you
Get
killing
Q-Belt
anything?
for work.
Hey, what?
Get Q-Belt for work.
Yeah.
Cube World would work. At work. Yeah, I
Yeah.
could do that.
I can't because I don't have a computer at work, Jace.
Yeah,
Lazy
because
Do
you're a
some
pansy.
exploring and level up while at
hands
work.
in my ass.
Pansy.
Hands
Yeah.
in my ass.
Is your ass a pansy now? That's not very nice.
Exactly. And I think that's all I did. I think I went on Dark Souls for a bit and did some PvP on there.
Come on, what else? We know you haven't finished yet. That's only 2 days covered so far.
No, I actually did play a lot of Dota, so
Yeah, I know. You're
and a
up.
lot of
What are you up to in your games?
games or hours or what.
Yeah, hours.
Hours, I think I'm up to like 140, I think.
Alright, let's check this shit out. Dota. You're up to 111 according to Raptor.
Oh yeah, that's
Jimmy's
right.
up to 83 and I'm up to 50.
Oh
You played
yeah.
more than double me, buddy. Double.
Yeah,
Racist prick.
I'm trying to make it to the internationals so I can win bank.
And not get it all taxed like Sweden.
Yeah, fuck them.
Poor bastards.
That's my get rich quick scheme. Become a friggin' pro player at Dota.
Yep.
Win the
luck.
internationals.
Oh, he's got it in the
Don't need
bag.
luck.
Have you seen this kid play? It's like he was born in the middle of Korea. He's got that much skill.
I just pick up on games easier than other people, I think.
Because you spend all day on them.
That's not, no, it's like a talent I was born with. Not that I spend all day. That has got nothing to do with it, Jace.
Talent. Oh, I remember back in school, it's like, where's Daniel today? Is he sick? Oh, because he only lived around the corner from school. So I'd like wag the second half of school and just go down to his place at lunchtime and be like, what are you doing? And he's sitting there in his caravan playing some enemy territory. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm joining.
I
It's like,
just skip
or,
school
or the other
and play.
day, it's like, call you up in the morning. Daniel, why aren't you at school? My dad made me stay up all night playing Empire Earth with him. We're still playing. So, like, the fuck, man.
You have the next day off as well. He was so
I
awesome.
wish my parents would make me stay up playing games with them.
When I was
Same.
10 years old, my dad used to make me stay up all night playing like Age of Empires and shit with him.
Yeah, he's like, I need someone to play with.
That's
Yeah, so
epic.
he'd make literally me stay up all night, and I was 10 years old, and I had
I
school
think
then.
yeah, that actually happened once when I was there. Um, it was in the Queen Street house. I
Yeah,
think we would have had been like
don't give
12
away
back then.
addresses, jeez.
I think we were 12. Anyway, so I went over to Daniel's for, I don't know, because that's what I did. And um, and he introduced me to Empire Earth, which is like kind of like Age of Empires, but way, way bigger and more complicated and long and just
And hard.
epic. Anyway, so I was in his caravan. I think we started about 10 in the morning. I was in his caravan. He was in on his mum's laptop. Ryan, his brother, was in on his own computer, and his dad was in the lounge room on his laptop. Um, so we, yeah, pretty much just played. And then before I knew, Daniel's mum was coming out into the caravan and like plonked the plate down in front of me, and I'm like, look at it, and I'm like, this is a weird looking lunch, and she's like, it's tea, and I'm like, what? And I look at my phone, and it's like 7:30 at night, and I'm like, what the fuck? I swear we've been here for 5 minutes, and then
We
we
hadn't
keep playing.
even nearly finished.
We didn't even finish. We all just decided to rage quit because it was just like it's never gonna end, and it was like 2 in the morning,
Wow,
and
that's epic.
oh, like I didn't move for anything. Actually,
My
I probably
dad's
like stepped up
doesn't.
to the doorway to pee out the door, but that's about it. That's what we did at the caravan. Stand on the step and piss out where you walk.
No, I'm pissed off to the side, dick.
Oh.
You're the one that pissed on the. Oh, I stepped in that cheese. It was the fucking dog.
It was the dog, man. Just the wrong one.
Childhood confessions.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, that was my dad. Always used to make me stay up and play games. I don't know why. He's pretty much a gamer, but he's doesn't look like a gamer.
He's also a smoker, an ex-con,
A
uh,
drinker.
a
Oh my
drinker.
God.
Someone that stabs bouncers 10 times the size of him. He's mad. He grew up in Kalgoorlie.
Yeah.
That explains everything.
I suppose.
If you've ever heard of
Good.
Kevin Bloody Wilson, if you've never heard of Kevin Bloody Wilson, search up Kevin Bloody Wilson on YouTube.
Mhm.
He grew up in Kalgoorlie,
Okay.
and he's probably like the nicest person to ever come out of Kalgoorlie.
And he's pretty freaking bad. You know, he's going to hell.
He's definitely going to hell.
Kalgoorlie it's a really multicultural town because it's a mining town, or mining city, I should say.
Yeah, it's like the
Um,
biggest inland city in
So a lot of the New
quite a few.
Zealanders go there and to work, and because it's also home to like a few Aboriginal tribes, and they don't get along with the Maoris.
whatsoever.
So and then there's a lot of white people, so it's like a big three-way fighting on the streets every night,
Yeah,
and
war. They had 9 pubs, I think, at one stage, and they shut down more than half of them.
yeah.
Just
And there is
because.
even a TV show called Kalgoorlie Cops now
Mm.
on Foxtel, and well, Fox.
It's
I
also
should say.
illegal to buy shots in Kalgoorlie now. They made
Yeah,
up their own drinking laws just for Kalgoorlie.
yeah.
You're not
It
allowed to
was
have
pretty
open
bad,
shots
and
at
that's
the
why we
bar.
left because of at school the high school when I was in primary school, the high schoolers used to come in and try beating up all the kids for their money and shit, so they had to put up razor wire fences around the school to keep people out
It
during
makes it
school
look
hours.
like a
Wow.
jail.
It made it look like it was literally like a jail. Like at a certain time, the gates would close and no one was allowed in or out.
Wow.
It was a pretty bad place.
Sounds
Uh,
like it.
Mhm. But yeah, that's enough about me.
Let's get into the news, people.
Yeah, it's starting to
Jesus.
get scary.
The Daniel Edward Ware podcast.
Yeah. Daniel Edward Ware's life story
Yep.
about how
Everyone,
he
you
was
can start stalking him now.
got stabbed and shit and Kalgoorlie.
All right. First bit of news I want to touch on. It's a few days old now. But it's still awesome news for anyone who cares about this kind of shit. The Xbox One has done another 180. All this problems with the Kinect being always on and spying on people and NSA problems and whatnot. The Kinect is no longer mandatory for Xbox One whatsoever. You do not need it plugged in at all
Lame.
For
So-
now.
for now.
For now.
But
Until they sell enough, and then they'll probably change
But
it.
that's weird now because like the PlayStation and the Xbox, the price difference everyone still assumes is the Kinect. and now you're still forced to buy the Kinect even if you never even have it plugged in.
Well,
So
what if you need the Kinect for a lot of games? Then you have to plug it in anyway.
Well,
yeah.
if you're using Connect games, there's something wrong with you.
Oh no, I think some of them would like the Kinect's gonna be good for like just the general usage, like if you want to watch TV and shit. But who knows
That's
which
what they've
countries
they've
that will
said
be.
is going to be like the best motion sensing thing about every motion sensing fucking
Yeah, true.
thing out there, and it's all been shit house.
However, there is actually one on the market that looks epic, and it's like a USB thing you just plug into your computer, and it's not a
Oh yeah,
camera.
I've
It's
seen that one.
yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but that looks sick. We'll deal with that at a later date. More
Sounds cool.
Xbox news, but on the down low. Um, Actually, first we'll do the good Xbox news before we rip on them like always. Um,
I reckon we
so
should just rip on 'em.
Xbox Live family subscriptions will be converted to individual accounts as of August the 27th. What does that mean? That means that instead of having your one Microsoft own like parent whatever and then having all the other Xbox family members under them, so you can play all their games, they're getting rid of that model. What they're moving to is what we talked about last week, I think, where you designate a console as your home console. So any piece of software you download can be played on by anyone on that console or by you on anyone else's console as long as it's your user signed in. Just like the PlayStation does now. And just like the PlayStation is going to. So
That sounds pretty nice.
it sounds normal.
It sounds
Microsoft,
standard.
yeah, Microsoft
It's
is
nothing
finally
to be
catching
all
up.
hyped about because
No.
it should have been like that in the first place.
If you're an Xbox, like, just an Xbox player and that's all you ever done, then welcome to the club, buddy. Welcome. Welcome to the rest of the world. Yeah, it seems like just a simple, logical choice to make, and it's
I
taken
don't
them a
even know
while.
why they went with the like you cannot lend your games out, blah blah blah. Your family can't play your games, blah blah blah.
The
Shit
weird
like
thing is, like with the current Xbox 360 model, if I went to say your place and signed into my account and downloaded a game, that game would be locked to your console.
yeah,
So
it's
anyone
fucking
on your
retarded.
console would be able to play it. So I'd come home and I'd download onto my console, and then if say my brother signed into his console, he wouldn't be able to play it even though I owned it.
Yeah.
That's where it was stupid. Now it's you
Well,
have your
you
living
can't really
room.
blame the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 for doing stuff like that because they were old gen stuff. Now it's
No,
new gen
the
where you're expecting
PS3 one
better.
didn't do that.
Oh yeah, PS3 is cool.
The
Xbox
PS3
sucks.
the PS3 was just locked to 5. Like if you were on more than that fifth PlayStation, you couldn't download games whatsoever,
Yeah.
which was yeah. So yeah, and now for the bad news. Everyone knew it was coming.
There's always bad
The
news when
Microsoft
it's
Xbox One launch territories. Remember they said the PlayStation's having a worldwide launch. The Xbox was saying we're only releasing to 21 countries. They've
yeah.
cut that back down to 13 countries.
What
So
countries are they?
on launch,
Hopefully not
the
Australia.
countries confirmed to be for the Xbox One to be released on launch is Australia, Austria, Brazil, Canada, France, Germany, Ireland, Italy, Mexico, New Zealand, Spain, UK, and the United States. The countries that have been cut from the list are all from the same area: Belgium, Denmark, Finland, Netherlands, Norway, Russia, Sweden, and Switzerland.
So
So
what?
it's pretty
America's just
much
being biased now.
so it's pretty
Can
much
anyone
that
explain
it's
to
that
me why they would do that?
it's that
I don't know.
they probably did that. Well, what they're saying here is because this is a direct quote. While we wish we could launch Xbox One simultaneously in these markets, there are many factors that determine the timing of specific market launches. This includes work to localize Xbox One Dash, incorporate additional voice and languages, and build partnerships to bring apps and meaningful local content to each country. Which is weird because they planned on doing it anyway, and
Hmm.
now they've cut it. I feel that they've cut it because they've started running, maybe they're running out of Xboxes or something.
It's probably because of their running out of time and they haven't translated all this shit.
Hmm.
over
Yeah, well,
here.
they had to include all that shit, so
But it's like it's all the
Yeah.
same type of area that's doing it. It's like it's all the Scandinavia area and the East Europe and Russia.
yeah.
That whole section. It's not like little bits from all over the place got cut. It's just this one section of the globe. They're just like, fuck you. You
They're
can get
probably
screwed.
cutting Russia just because of the not handing over that fucking
Actually, from what I've heard and read, Xbox is basically fuck the rest of the world except for America anyway. So
yeah,
Well,
pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah. Like on the Xbox reveal, it was pretty much all about TV. The only countries that could get those two TV services, or get the TV services, was the US and maybe Canada.
yeah,
Everywhere else, it's like, well, great, you can get all this content if you live in America. What about the rest of the world? Oh, it will get there eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
But I thought
yeah.
Russia was
So
actually one of the biggest Xbox supporters from Europe.
I don't know.
Probably
I don't
something
know.
personal. Who cares?
Maybe. But yeah, so Xbox again ripping on Europe, losing. I understand if they rip on Asia, but because they've got no Asian countries whatsoever listed here. But ripping on Europe, which is like their only base outside of America,
Hmm.
because we're not
Yes, I'm
really.
not into consoles. I've never really played on consoles, and I've never really had one. So that I don't know. That would keep me from buying an Xbox. Really, they're so America focused.
That's because they're an American company.
Yeah,
Oh, that's why I like Sony, man.
America.
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 But yeah,
Americans are so dumb.
so that's pretty much all I've got this week.
Awesome.
Wow.
Not a lot.
Xbox has done some things right, and some actually Xbox has finally realized is doing something wrong and fixed it, and then just ruined something else.
Yeah. They have to ruin something. They can't be on a good streak. They
No,
have
it just doesn't happen.
this Xbox we're talking about.
That Xbox bashing.
Everyone, even Xbox fans bash Xbox.
Dude. Uh, what
Wow.
about what do you
Hang on.
what do you got this week, Jew? What do you got for us?
Um, Diablo 3 expansion.
Say what?
Teaser. Nothing about it at all, except the name, Reaper of Souls. It is being revealed in Germany at, what is it, Gamescom? Gamescom
Yep. Gamescom.
2013.
In
So,
Cologne, Germany.
yes,
It's
wherever
not.
that is.
It's not
Um,
Cologne, by the way.
It's actually not even the real name.
It's Cologne.
Well, the German
what?
name is Köln.
Is what?
The German name is Köln.
Cone,
The fuck?
Mm.
as in like the thing
Cone.
people smoke.
No,
Like in a ice cream cone?
That's the same
Köln.
as in what
It's
people
No,
a
that's quite
smoke.
different.
How's it spelt?
I don't know. Shut up.
I'm not asking you.
Oh,
Koln.
Colm.
okay, what?
Koln. Colm.
I thought
It's
Like,
they
a
said
it's an it's an Ö. That's an umlaut. It's a German thing.
yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, we'll just let
So
you call it that, and we'll call it Cologne.
I'm so
yeah, that's
confused
why
right
it
now.
that's why it has a different name in English
Yeah,
because
Cologne.
no one can say the German one.
Well, we probably could. It's just that the way it's
We're too
written and the
lazy.
way we pronounce what it's written is completely different.
Yep.
We normally read things how they're spelt, and then that's why English is so shit.
Yeah.
Because of nothing's how it's spelt.
So anyway, yeah, Diablo 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
It'll be coming 2014 for the PlayStation 4 though, so bad luck. And the Xbox, well, if it's coming to Xbox at all, I don't know.
Oh no, that's Diablo 3 they're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Diablo 3 is actually being released in September
They came
on
delayed with an expansion though.
360 and
weren't
PlayStation 3. Coming what? Late?
they? Late with an expansion. I mean, the game's pretty old
The
by now, isn't it?
expansion is coming out 2014 for the PlayStation, I'm pretty sure, isn't it?
It's coming out. I'd say the
I
expansion
don't
would
even know
come
when
out.
it is coming out.
I'd say it'd come out the same time for everything. Um, I think what the article's saying is they're just reminding people that Diablo 3 is also coming out for the consoles.
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah.
and it's coming out on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 in September this year, and PlayStation 4 next year sometime, and we still haven't heard about Xbox One or not.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
So what do you think the expansion's going to be like? Because of Diablo 3, it sort of immigrated it in with the ending of the
well, it
normal
says
bit.
here, "Death at last shall spread its wings over all." That's the quote on this page,
Yeah.
and it's called the Reaper of Souls. So what my guess is, all right, I've got two theories here. All right, the first
Tinfoil
theory,
hats.
the first theory is, you know how at the end of Diablo, because you guys have both played Diablo, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. The end of the Diablo, the Soul Stone falls out, and you see it falling down back out of the heavens, down to what we
Yeah.
assume is back down to Sanctuary or Earth, as they call it, Sanctuary. Um, my theory is that some sort of demon or something down there, maybe even human or something, gets hold of it, and then because it's got all, including Diablo's soul in it now, it's got all the evil souls in it. It just becomes like a new evil, but with all their powers. So instead of being Diablo with all their powers, it's just a new evolution of a monster that just has all their power. So he's like all powerful being.
Oh,
Um,
Mhm.
or what I'm actually thinking, what I just thought then as I was about to explain that, was it says it shall spread its wings over all. Now we all know that that stupid archangel,
that's what I thought. The
what's his
Archangel that
name?
got stabbed by Diablo.
What's his name?
Fuck knows. I forgot his name already because he was a cockhead to me.
He's a bit of a dick. Yeah, I reckon he follows it down.
Was it like Imperious or
Yeah,
something?
Imperious.
Imperious, yeah. He got stabbed and he
Because he's like
wasn't looking too good at the end there,
because
so
he's
I
like
thought
the
he was.
main. He's got like a flaw, like an anger streak or a vanity or something that makes him flawed. So I reckon he goes down after it and gets it and becomes death because he's an angel, like the prime angel
Yeah,
That would
with
be
all the
cool.
powers.
yeah.
We
That
always
would be
thought,
cool.
Because when he did get stabbed, he started getting that corruption on him, didn't he?
yeah,
That blackness was growing over him.
yeah.
That's what I saw
Yeah.
anyway. And I thought, like, fuck, this guy's going to turn on me and I'm going to have to fucking kick his ass.
We all kind of assumed that the two, because they did say there'll be two expansions for Diablo. We all kind of did assume one would be him and the other one would be Andariel. No, what's her name? The stupid witch. Adria,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Leah's mum.
yeah.
We all assumed that those two would be the expansions would be on those two, and it looks like we may
Mhm.
be right with one of them.
Yes. Adria is still left, isn't she?
She's somewhere,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
don't see how it's going to work because you're going to have this, which is the Reaper of Souls, the ultimate death thing, and then after that, the expansion following will be little old Adria climbing along on a little walking stick.
I don't think you actually fight her directly. I think something will happen where you fight her, so it won't be all like a giant
Yeah, maybe
fight
it
where you
depends
just go
on
kick her walking stick out or something like that. I think it's going to be like,
maybe it depends on the ending of the Reaper of Souls.
Maybe.
yeah,
What
you'll
happens
find out probably at
afterwards.
the ending. Or she even might appear in it and you might just have to bitch slap her around.
Yeah, maybe she, because she's the one that pretty much summoned Diablo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So maybe she's like some psycho demon summoner, so she ends up like creating her own army of demons somewhere, like taking over an island, and then you have to go rid the island of her presence. That'd be sick. But
have you
but
played the first Diablo, Jace?
yeah, I have.
All the way through?
I got up to the butcher and he bitch slapped me, so I quit.
Oh, okay. So you
But I
probably
know
don't know
I
the
know the story.
backstory to her. Oh,
I do
okay.
know the story. I've also read like 200 of the Diablo books.
Oh,
There's only
fair
about
enough.
7 actually, but yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the best thing about this isn't the fact that it's an expansion, but with all expansions into the Diablo universe comes extra characters.
Yes, I want a fucking extra
Okay.
character already.
I wonder. Oh, you want one already? Have you even reached 60 with any of them yet?
No, that's
I've
because of.
I've reached 60 with all of them and some.
I want an overpowered character to come out so I can get that to 60
It's
instead.
called the Witch Doctor, man.
Witch Doctor.
Witch Doctor with the pets. It's just like You don't do anything. You stand back and watch them rape and pillage and plunder.
Oh my god. Witch doctor. Who goes the witch doctor? Seriously.
Me?
They're a crazy motherfucker.
He's on something.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
twitchy
That's why I
as
stay
fuck.
away.
Man, I've got like one level 60, one level 30, and a level 40 in hardcore of the Witch Doctor. My
You
favourite character
do.
by
Do you even
far.
work, Trace?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. You want
Jeez,
to
get a
step outside,
job.
son?
Get a job, you fucking hippie. And wash your hair and cut it as well for once.
Says mophead.
Oh, fuck off. My hair's short as hell. I cut mine
So's
every week.
mine. I got Amber just to shave it off, man. I was
Wait,
bald
I
for a
cut
week
my
there.
own every week.
Oh, so that's why it looks so shit all the time.
Hell yeah, it does.
That's why you're always wearing a beanie in the podcasts.
Hell yeah, I am. I wear a beanie everywhere. I even wear my hat at work, so
True.
no one ever knows my real hair. It's a mystery to all.
It's because if you lifted it up, it would just be like this. Have a few rats and mice and
I know,
cockroach
I'll wash it. I
stuff.
wash it every day. Not every day. Every third day I wash my hair.
All right, yeah, you've got that up on me. I'll wash mine like once a month if I'm lucky.
I wash mine every 3 days.
Well, when I wash my hair, it goes all flat and like poofed looking. So I'm like, fuck that. I only wash it like when it gets so thick, my fingers get stuck in it. Like I,
Wow.
I like.
I only used to wash mine when I started getting dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Like big dreadies in my hair, so I was like, fuck that, I'm washing it.
How'd that bubble gum get there? Nom nom nom.
I used to just put it in there, like at work. I used to put the bubble gum in my hair just so I can eat it after work, so I don't have to throw it out. Because my boss would get angry at me if I put it under the desk or something. So I just like stick it up in my hat and it'll get stuck in my hair. Just chew it out later on.
Oh, speaking of Diablo, actually, here we go. BattleNet Universal Launcher. So Blizzard has been creating some launching thing like Steam and Origin and all that kind of shit. But they want their own one, and it's just one thing where you launch your Blizzard games from. And it's supposed to launch StarCraft 2, Diablo 3, and World of Warcraft. Anyway, so the launcher is just gone into open beta. And I don't know why a launcher needs a beta. What's it supposed to do apart from launch games?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe it was one of those things they just didn't think through again.
Oh no, it's Blizzard. You know, it's taken them a year and a half to get this launcher out. And they've had to have multiple testings and going back to the drawing boards and people getting fired. It'll be
Blizzard,
ready
like-
when it's ready. Give us 20 years.
I didn't even think they were going to bring out an expansion for Diablo.
Yeah, that's the answer to your question before, Joe, when you said hasn't it been like forever since it came out?
Yeah.
Diablo, as opposed to things like Skyrim and stuff like that, Diablo, well, it's made by Blizzard, which means things take they're almost as bad as Valve for bringing shit out. But they bring out expansions. So it's an expansion with it. It's not DLC. It's not extra content. It's an expansion. So, well, that's what they call it, and it's just like
It's pretty much just DLC though.
it is just DLC.
Yeah, I don't get what the difference is between
I think
expansion and DLC.
DLC is generally not
Expansions are
as
supposed
big.
to be a bit bigger.
Expansion's supposed to be like Shivering Isles for Oblivion is an expansion because it's a massive extra thing.
Like a whole
huge.
new world place.
Like it's almost the whole yeah, it's almost like another whole game within the game. So the expansion is
Okay.
supposed to adds another character to the game, which you can play the whole game through again with that character now. It adds another act to the game, usually only one act, which is another whole quarter of the game or third of the game because the last two acts are pretty short. So it's just like
Yeah.
it's just making this game so much more than it was. While a DLC is just adding on a bit of content. And now, historically, DLC is usually just more maps or more gear or something like that.
Or a new character or something like that.
Yeah, while I think it's pretty much it's only the open world games that add really cool DLC, and it's mainly Skyrim and like the Bethesda games that do the good stuff. Um,
Okay.
Everything else is DLC is just little gimmicky shit.
To make money quick.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
yeah. But expansions are very dying. They're just being replaced by DLC these days. Why spend ages creating this extra content for this one game when you could bring out a few little extra nuggets, get some money, and then bring out another game a year later
Yeah.
with like a big number two trademark, which is actually like we'll take Call of
What?
Duty for example, Modern Warfare point 1.2.0. That's the one that's coming out soon. Called I think they call it Ghosts.
Yeah, something like that. It looks pretty much the same. Have you seen the gameplay of it, Chase?
Nah.
Multiplayer gameplay?
Oh yeah, the
I
multiplayer
actually thought
gameplay.
I was watching Modern Warfare 3,
The
Black
the
Ops
the
2.
models and everything look better, but
Hardly though. You can see a
you've still
difference,
got
but
the characters like legs moving faster than the characters moving and doing
Oh
that weird
God.
drag thing. It's like you see the legs like running and they're like moving a little bit and their feet are like sliding across the ground. You still got the same like kill deaths animations or whatever. Same single
That's
reload, it is very
that.
much the same.
Wow, that's bad. It's like just like they took the game and just improved the graphics or something.
Well,
that's pretty much what they do every
this is
time.
pretty much the biggest overhaul it's had since COD 4.
I wouldn't even
Wow.
say. No, COD 4 was a lot bigger.
Yeah, COD 4 from COD 3 was huge.
Yeah.
Even Modern Warfare 2 from COD 4 was pretty big. Um, the graphics wise was a lot better, and the multiplayer scale was a lot bigger. But since Modern Warfare 2, every game after it, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, they're all exactly the same. They've all got, they might add one or two little tweaks to the multiplayer system, might add a new game mode to it, and making that new game mode that other games have had out for years, this new revolutionary thing that's never been done before.
So
A lot of
they
things that
instead
play.
of instead of making DLC, they just make a new game.
Yeah, they have a game every year at the same time. A new game comes out,
Oh God.
Pretty
and
much.
pretty much the only thing that changes multiplayer wise is you've got new maps and different names and models for guns.
Stuff you could add in a DLC.
Yeah,
They pretty much use the same gun, but then just change the skin on it and give it a different name. Like done.
yeah, and they might go out and record a different sound for it with a fancy microphone.
Sometimes.
That's kind of
Sometimes
cheap.
it's extremely cheap, um, and that's the problem. Like it's such a annoying thing about this game. It's just every year it's rehashed and rehashed and rehashed. But the problem with it is that because everyone goes out and buys the new one, you can't stick with the current one because no one plays it anymore. And the whole point of
Yeah,
keep playing
and
those games is multiplayer.
because of that, they keep doing that.
Yeah, and like everyone's complaining, oh, the old Modern Warfare and the old Black Ops, the lobbies are all hacked and stuff. You got to go fix them. Why? Because then you're going to go back and play them games. They're not going to fix them. They're going to keep them
Yeah.
shit, so you have to go buy the new game.
Yeah,
It's
of
just
course.
the game, and it's like what is it, $100 game with like $20 DLCs every quarter of the year, so that's another $80, and then they still add microtransactions to it. Are
Oh
you
Yeah.
God.
fucking kidding me?
Money
Wow.
whores. They do
Oh,
anything for a buck.
yep. Oh, here's one for
Whores.
you, Jew.
Hmm.
DICE explains the field upgrade system in Battlefield 4.
Love Battlefield.
It's essentially the same as the upgrade system in Battlefield 2142, which you played a lot of.
Hmm.
Um, so
See,
you,
Battlefield does changes, unlike fucking COD. It might not seem like big changes, but they actually change. Like the new one coming out, the world is all interactable in the actual multiplayer. You can bring down giant skyscrapers and
well,
stuff if
isn't
you
this
want.
new one running on Frostbite 3?
I think so.
and the one before it was Frostbite 2.
Yeah,
So they built an entire new engine
yeah,
on top
Nice.
of
and it's a
building
lot more
on
powerful.
top of building an entire new game.
Yeah, and
Nice.
it does it. The graphics on it look better. I wouldn't say a dramatic
I think the big
change.
difference with Frostbite 3 and 2 is the lighting um and the destructible environments. Like going
Yeah,
from whatever the hell Bad Company 2 ran off to Frostbite 2, destructibility like really
went
got hit.
down.
Like
Yeah,
there was Battlefield Bad Company 2, everything got destroyed. Everything.
you can bring
There
down
was
any building.
any
Yeah,
building, anything was just completely fucked.
yeah,
Battlefield 3, it was very rare to take any of the buildings out completely at all.
yeah,
In this new one, it seems like they're reaching this nice little middle ground.
yeah. They don't want to make everything being able to take it down completely, but they did say the destructibility is going to be a lot higher than
Mm.
Battlefield
So I
3.
feel like the biggest difference in the new engine is that they've just added that back into the engine or made the engine capable of dealing with that kind of
Yeah,
destructibility.
in a larger map as well, with more players as well. They couldn't reach 64 players on the console, but even on PlayStation 3, they couldn't reach 64 players a map. But
Mm.
now with the new engine, they can reach 64 players a map on the PlayStation 3 with better graphics as
On the
well.
PlayStation 4, sorry.
And even the PlayStation 3, I'm pretty sure, aren't
No,
they?
the PlayStation 3 and 360 are still limited to 24 people.
30,
That's
32, isn't it?
or 32 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's because of RAM. There's not enough
Okay.
RAM on the systems to support that many players on one match. I
Yeah.
think, or something stupid like that. But yeah, if essentially similar to the specializations in Battlefield 3, um, these new boosts can provide you with faster sprint speed, stronger personal armor, expanded ammo capacity. They're called field upgrades, and it's individual rewards for squad-based team play performance.
Ah,
So essentially, if your squad leader calls out an objective for you,
yeah, Commander.
and you no, just your squad leader,
Oh, squad leader.
because you know how like if you were a squad leader, you could like look at B, press the analog stick, and it would like call it out.
Yeah,
And if you went and captured it, you get extra points.
yeah.
Well, in Battlefield 4, they're doing it differently, so you'll still get the extra points, but then you'll get these specialization points.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you're just someone who jumps in and you're in a squad, but you just run around the map doing whatever the fuck you want, and you don't do any of the objectives that your squad's telling you to do, you don't get these points. However, likewise, like you said, yes, the commander can also issue the commands. So if you do what your
Ah,
commander tells you to, as a
yeah.
squad, you'll also get these
That is
points.
such an awesome
And
feature of
so
the
this
Commander.
is another section. So it's like a separate XP bar with separate rewards. So
Interesting.
yeah,
Hmm.
very cool.
I am really excited for Battlefield 4
Yeah, man.
rather than COD Ghost.
Yep.
I'm not more
I'm not even getting COD unless I get an urge to play it, which I don't think I'm going to.
when you get Battlefield 4, you won't get no fucking
Yeah.
urges. Knock you out.
That's the only time I'd get it is if I get this urge for COD. But if I really get the urge, I'm sure I could just go play any of the other ones that I
Yeah,
own, because I own every single one on PS3.
yeah.
I own 3 copies of World at War because that was the best game by far out of all of them.
That one was one of the most
Just
fun.
so, just so all my friends who didn't own it could play zombies with me. Oh,
Yep.
what got released today?
um, I got this. Fuck no idea. Never mind. A new
GTA
type of power raid.
5. GTA 5, you dipshit.
Oh, oh, the trailer for it.
Yeah, the official gameplay video of multiplayer.
That looks amazing. The multiplayer on that.
I I read the first comment. Um, Here we go. This is the comment I read because I read it on the Kotaku site, and then before I even watched the video, actually no, yeah, I watched the video, and then I read the comments to see what the first comment I read was, and it's the same comment I'm looking at now. I don't think I've ever said wow to anything, but this made me empty my beans.
Empty his beans.
Empty his beans.
Was he jerking off all the time or something?
But that's like the first half of that is exactly what I think. I was thinking like I've never like I've seen trailers and stuff and you think, oh, that looks pretty sick, but I've never really thought, holy shit, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
It does look fucking amazing. Right?
Except I would have said that about the very first COD, the COD 4, and this. These are the only two games I think I've ever said it. Like, holy crap.
It does, and the you can make like go on there with your friends, do your own bank heist missions and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It
so
it looks sort of like what the community has made. Do you know how there's a multiplayer for mod for
yeah, GTA 4,
GTA 5,
I've
the
seen that.
GTA
San
4.
Andreas, and
What?
they go on. They've got San Andreas mod, multiplayer mod.
Yeah.
It is sort of like what the community's done with that, and they've put it actually into the game now, but with actual missions and actual car dealerships and stuff. Because before they had a mod, so you can choose a role, so you can be a car seller or you can sell guns yourself or something.
Hmm.
But there was no NPCs in. But it looks like they've improved on that and then made it their own, sort of.
Yeah. I'll read you GameSpot's detailed spot checklist thingamajig. All right, so there's a
Mm.
stock market. Um, it's not available at launch, but it will be there. So you can invest in, say, a car manufacturing company, and then you can go around the city destroying every single car of theirs, so that they have to put out more cars, and more people go and buy their cars, so that their stock increases, so you make
Ah,
more money.
smart.
Um, there's
That's
a
epic.
new spectator mode. So you could be in your own apartment. So you can buy your own apartment inside the multiplayer world. I'm not sure how it works, whether it's like everyone buys the exact same apartment and you just go into either your version, like you click on it and you go enter your or enter a friend's house or whatever. Anyway, you could be in your apartment, look down out of the window, and you can see street races going on down there. That is actually your friends down there doing a street race. And then the
Yeah.
cops pull up and start, you know, trying to arrest them for street racing. And then you can go sit down in your chair, turn on your TV, and on the news will be their freaking getaway,
Oh,
like their
okay. That'd be
police
pretty
chase
cool.
on the TV inside the game. So you'll sit down on your TV and it'll be like, breaking news, there's a police chase in downtown LA, blah blah blah, and it'll be like doing all that
Your
kind of,
friends down there.
and then you
That's
you and then you
awesome.
walk up to the window and look down at your idiot friends doing donuts and like blowing everything up with RPGs.
They've put a lot of detail and thought into this, I think.
Um, how GTA, they're calling it GTA Online. It's not actually a part of GTA 5. This is what they're telling it. It's set in the
Does it
GTA
mean
5.
it's
It's
it
set in the
does it
engine.
mean
Sorry, go on.
will they sell it separately?
No, so it comes as part of GTA 5. Um,
Okay.
as far as I know, it's set in the GTA 5 engine. So it's gonna be when on launch, you're gonna get GTA 5. You're gonna also get this multiplayer where you can go around the entire GTA map in multiplayer with up to 16 friends. That's how many people are supported. Um, however, it's going to grow and evolve into its own thing. So what they're saying is that GTA 5 will be GTA 5. They might bring out some DLC for it, which will be like like they usually do,
Yeah,
a different character with a different story.
yeah.
Might add a few balancing things, or might add some more cars or some more planes or something to it. But that's GTA 5. That's the single player experience. GTA Online will grow and evolve into its own thing entirely. So in GTA Online, you create your own character, and you can look however you want. You can be male, you can be female, you can be tall, short, black, white, Hispanic, whatever you
Definitely
want.
back for me.
Um, but yeah, and the world's going to evolve. So it'll start off in the same borders. But as they
Okay.
start creating servers to take the load, instead of being like a 16-man party, it'll start to evolve until eventually it's just going to be like this huge MMO style thing. And it's going to
That would be
expand. So instead of just being the California state that it's starting off as, it'll expand into Nevada, and you might end up going to see like Los Angeles, Las Vegas style place, like it,
okay.
and it might expand
Yeah,
north up into Seattle and stuff as well.
yeah.
So it's just going to
That
be,
is pretty cool.
it's just going to evolve and
I've got
evolve.
high hopes for this, high expectations.
Um, AI characters will react to the urgency in your voice.
What?
Wow.
They will
You,
react to the urgency in your voice. Listen to me here. If you, this is what happened. Suddenly, the Rockstar developer sat on the couch next to us, chucked on his headset, started talking to his character in an exasperated voice, and his on-screen character did the exact same thing,
well,
lip
that's very
syncing
good.
what he was saying, repeating
That's
it to NPCs in the area, and they reacted to the tone of his voice.
technology nowadays.
So when
Wow.
he was like, "Oh fuck you," whatever, everyone was like, and then he's like, "Fuck it out!" All the NPCs were like shocked and like, "Holy shit, this
Wow.
guy's crazy."
Asians probably made it. If it's that far in technology, it's probably
That
done by the
that
Asians.
bit blew my mind the most. Oh,
Wow, that's
um,
epic.
and while it's always multiplayer, there's always solo parts to GTA Online. Um, so you've got freedom to do what you want. And then GTA Online is also offering mission creator tools. At They're not at launch, but they'll be there eventually, sometime after October. And essentially, within this world, you can have your third person deathmatch style games where you go into like, I think it's like a you just go to a zone and you just get paired up with other people and you go in, you do your normal TDM and then you leave and you stay flying off on your plane that you flew in on or whatever.
Yeah.
You just go on your way. Um, their mission creator tools lets you actually create your own arenas and stuff. So you can spend your time creating an awesome epic battle arena, then invite all your friends in and you can have a big 8 versus 8 deathmatch in there.
Okay.
Um,
Nice.
you can also create your own racetrack, so you can go out into the desert somewhere and then do like one of these checkpoint races where you say you got to go here, then you got to go over here, then you got to go over here, then you got to go over here, and then you invite all your friends out and then you do the race. Boom, 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 and because you know where you go and you win.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, there's create your own
Looking
maps
really
for.
good.
So there's so much to do. So
The
this
more
is
that
like
they
how
bring out, the
PlayStation
better.
Home should have been.
Yeah. The more that Rockstar brings out, the more I'm starting to like them more and more.
Yeah.
Like, the more like GTA games they bring out, it just keeps adding and adding, and the more I start to like their company in general.
Oh, here's an update for you, Joe. From when I read it before. One line in Rockstar's official description of their GTA Online trailer led some readers to speculate that GTA would be tied to an online pass. Um, the line is access to Grand Theft Auto Online is free with every retail copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 and launches on October the 1st. So when you get this on September, whatever the date is, it's not actually
Hmm.
available until October the 1st. But
Okay.
A Rockstar spokesperson told Kotaku, there is no online pass or code required for activating GTA Online. Just buy GTA 5 and it will become available later in the character wheel. So essentially, if you own GTA 5 and say you've downloaded it from the network and then you play it through that, or you've got it on disc and you play it through the disc, while you're playing, you actually use a wheel to switch between the three main characters in the story. So when the
Hmm.
multiplayer becomes available, there'll be a fourth character in that wheel, and that will be your multiplayer character you create. So at any
Nice.
time,
Okay.
whatever you're doing, you can just switch to that multiplayer character and just start playing multiplayer.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
My
Oh.
God. And you gotta remember, guys, this is only on Xbox 360 and PS3.
Yeah, they're
What a
doing it
shame.
quite a lot.
It's not on PS4 and Xbox One
It'll eventually
Or the
probably come
PC.
to a computer,
or
will it?
PC. I don't know.
I know some people always bring.
Is it on Wii U? Do we know?
Don't think so. No.
Wii U.
Wii. What a fail of a system.
Even a non-console player started laughing at the Wii U.
Yeah,
Jesus.
no, only the PS3 and the Xbox 360.
Yeah,
What
What
the
a shame.
fuck?
it'll probably be
What a
port. Like
shame.
someone's probably going to mod
What
it
a
over to it.
shame. I can't think of any way to improve this game more than it already is. And they're using 6, 7 year old tech. When they
Yeah,
finally bring out GTA 6 on the PS4 and Xbox One, What the hell's it gonna be? The whole continent? All of Europe? The whole world? You just go free roam the world. They're just gonna get Google images
Oh
and
yeah, I've
just
got
do
a good
height maps
idea
of the
for
world.
'em. I've got a good idea for them for their next game.
What?
GTA Kalgoorlie.
GTA Kalgoorlie will just be a
And
bunch
the
of people sniffing
expansion,
petrol.
the expansion can be Mika Farrow on the end.
The expansion can be Cam Bowder, Coolgardie,
Yeah.
DLCs.
That'd be fucking hilarious. I'd buy that.
Well, we're not gonna get into our weekly challenge this week because most of the crews are missing, so we'll save that same one from last week for the next week. What is it? Was it the all pick thing? Daniel?
I think it was win a game on random. I think.
Yeah, that's what I meant when I said all pick.
Yeah.
So yeah, same as
Uh,
last week. If you have Dota 2, play a game as a random character with a bunch of mates and see if you can win. And we'll continue that on for next week.
Yep. That sounds good.
Oh, well, it's been a very interesting podcast, this one.
Mm-hmm.
My first podcast ever.
Yeah. I'd like to say thanks for Jojo for rocking up and covering for the other people.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. We always like having guests on the show.
Yay.
Breaks up the usual, everyone's playing Dota. What do you play this week? Dota, 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 Dota. And then the next week's, what did you
Yeah.
play this week? Warframe, 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 Warframe. It's the problem with doing a podcast with the same group of people that you play all your games with. You all do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. MDL off.
Bye bye.